What do you see as the role of the visual arts in our mass-mediated world, and particularly in your profession? She replied, well, when it pertains to art, I see it being used more so nowadays for mass advertisement. Though there is still culture in it, I feel that artists like myself are constantly finding themselves in an uphill battle. We want to create, but the freedom is being allowed less and less. And what I mean by this is what an artist wants to capture and what the client wants to buy are two separate things. I do believe artists serve the people who indulge and enjoy our art. But that art is a part of us, and without the pure freedom of expression, some culture has been taken out of it. With new communications and media technologies, imagery is almost instantly available. Do you believe that this is having a positive or negative influence on the industry? She replied, I believe this has both negative and positive effects, but I feel that the positives outweigh the negatives in this matter. One of the negative things to me being a photographer is most of my photos can make their way through circulation quite fast. With technological advances, say something like the ability to screenshot has given me a big disadvantage. In the market, not receiving the money for those photos has given me a loss in income. Information and files can be passed on very quickly in this day and age, and with social networking sites such as Facebook, once it's on there, it has the ability to be shared with millions of viewers in a matter of days. This can be a drastic setback for a photographer like myself. Because the value of art decreases when the amount of it is in circulation, therefore people sharing my art is actually devaluing my work. What popular images do you see that are frequently rechanneled throughout the entertainment industry? She replied, unfortunately, we are blasted so often with images every day that it tends to become a blur. With everything today being about what sells and what strategical way we could go about advertising to the masses, today's photos and images are mostly a part of a brainwash scheme to get the consumer to buy more. I hate to come off this way in an interview, but I believe that advertising is ruining the world of art and culture. Are there particular images that this industry has popularized or created? She replied, absolutely yes. There are many images that have become popular in the world of entertainment, but most of these images are seen as logos and advertisements. The images that are most popular are images such as the big WB logo for Warner Brothers and the Apple logo associated with Apple products. Who is one of your favorite visual artists, and what is your favorite style of visual art? She replied, that's a tough question. I feel that there are many artists on this planet with great integrity and meaning behind what they do. If I had to choose one, I wouldn't. I would go with a duo that I had the ability to watch paint together. Their names are Alex and Allison Gray. I've had the pleasure to watching them create during a psychedelic music event. They were so gracious with every stroke that with the brush I could feel their passion of the art. This being the most memorable because this one being the most memorable because the best thing in art to me is a collective collaboration between two artists, each of them bringing something out the other one never knew they possessed. Watching a married couple as talented as they are create an amazing piece of art on stage at a music event was priceless, and the feeling in the air was one to bring goosebumps to your skin. How has your knowledge of famous artists influenced your creative process? She replied, my knowledge of famous artworks has influenced me quite a bit when I was still a young aspiring artist. But now I find I get more inspiration and feeling from artworks of people such as myself. Aspiring creative people who do it for the love and not for the need. In my earlier days of being an artistic person, the style and teaching of famous artworks was what got me to where I am today. I just find more inspiration in less familiar works of art.